Hey everyone, and welcome back to Sip and Talk. You won't believe what happened to me at the grocery store the other day.
What'd you do?
I swear I spent like 5 minutes squinting at the cereal aisle, trying to figure out if I was grabbing Frosted Flakes or Fruit Loops.
Yeah.
My eyesight is just getting worse and worse.
I almost walked right into a lamppost yesterday because I was so engrossed in this article about, wait for it, myopia and human evolution.
Oh, wow.
This is like, my brain was hyper-focused on near vision research, and my eyes just decided to take a vacation.
Okay, that's both hilarious and a little bit scary. Speaking of myopia and human evolution, that leads us right into what a ton of you have been asking us to sip and talk about. Is nearsightedness or myopia a sign that humans are still evolving?
It's a question that's been popping up everywhere.
Right.
And for good reason.
Yeah.
We're seeing this global myopia explosion, and it's making everyone wonder if our eyes are playing catch-up. With our screen-centric lives.
Right. Like, are we turning into a species of bookworms and screen addicts, genetically programmed for blurry distance vision?
It's a wild thought.
It's a wild thought, but before we dive into the myopia mystery, let's take a step back. And remind ourselves what human evolution actually means.
Exactly. Human evolution refers to those gradual changes in our species over millions of years.
Right.
Leading to us Homo sapiens, from those early ape-like ancestors to the tech-savvy humans we are today. It's been a wild ride of adaptation and change.
So are our nearsighted eyes just the latest chapter in this epic saga of human evolution?
Well, the numbers are definitely giving us something to think about. The World Health Organization estimates that a whopping 3 billion people worldwide have myopia right now. And get this, they're predicting that number could skyrocket to 5 billion by 2050.
Those are some seriously eye-opening statistics.
They are.
And the trend is especially pronounced in Asia, where some countries are seeing myopia rates exceeding 90%.
Yeah, it's like everyone's traded in their long-distance vision for a front-row seat to the digital world.
So is this a sign that evolution is favoring nearsightedness? Some researchers believe that myopia could actually be an adaptation to the demands of our modern world. Think about it. Good near vision is essential for pretty much everything we do.
Right.
Reading, working on computers, even just scrolling through our phones. Maybe our eyes are evolving to keep up with these demands.
And there's the genetic component to consider. We know that myopia can be inherited. Right. If your parents have myopia, chances are you're more likely to inherit those genes. So as our world becomes increasingly reliant on near vision tasks, could those myopia genes be giving us a leg up? It's an intriguing possibility.
And here's where it gets even more interesting. In some cultures, myopia and, let's be honest, those trendy glasses are associated with intelligence and focus. Could this cultural perception actually be playing a role in the selection of these traits, leading to, dare I say, a selective inheritance of nearsightedness?
Wow.
Okay, maybe that's a bit far-fetched, but it's fun to speculate.
Hold on a second. Before we crown myopia as the next big evolutionary leap, let's consider the other side of the argument. Does myopia really fit the classic definition of evolution? Remember, evolution typically favors traits that help a species survive and reproduce.
You're totally right, and blurry distance vision doesn't exactly scream survival advantage, does it? Imagine trying to spot a predator lurking in the bushes. Or hunt for food when everything is a fuzzy blur. Not exactly a recipe for success in the wild.
Exactly. So maybe myopia is less of an evolutionary upgrade and more of a modern-day glitch. Some scientists even argued that it's biologically maladaptive, meaning it's actually hindering us rather than helping us adapt to our environment.
Think of it like our appendix. It doesn't really serve a purpose anymore and can even cause problems. Maybe myopia is heading down that same path.
That's a good point. And let's not forget about the health risks associated with myopia, especially high myopia.
Right.
We're talking about an increased risk of serious eye conditions like retinal detachment, glaucoma, and macular degeneration.
Those are some pretty serious consequences that can significantly impact a person's quality of life.
And even lifespan.
And if myopia truly were an evolutionary advantage, wouldn't we need less intervention to correct it?
Right.
We have glasses, contact lenses, a LASIK surgery, a whole arsenal of ways to counteract nearsightedness.
It's almost as if our technology is trying to fix what our evolution supposedly improved.
Okay, so we've got these two competing ideas, myopia as an evolutionary adaptation versus myopia as a modern-day glitch.
Right.
To help us unpack this, we did some digging. And we found some pretty fascinating research.
Absolutely. We dove into studies articles, all sorts of fascinating data to see if we could shed some light on this myopia mystery.
And let me tell you, the research is just as intriguing as the debate itself. For instance, we came across a study from the National University of Singapore that found a strong correlation between high myopia rates and the intense academic pressure in countries like China, Korea, and Japan.
That's right. This study really highlights the potential role of modern demands and lifestyle factors in the development of myopia. It's not just about genetics. It's about how we live, how much time we spend on near-work activities, and the kind of visual environment we're exposed to.
But then we found another study, this time from Australia, that compared myopia rates in urban and rural areas.
Okay.
And guess what? They found that higher urbanization was linked to higher myopia rates.
Interesting, suggesting that our environment plays a bigger role than genetics alone, right? It's not just about inheriting those nearsighted genes. It's about how our environment and lifestyle might be influencing the expression of those genes.
And get this, the Sydney Myopia study found that kids who spent at least 2 hours outside every day had significantly lower rates of myopia. Apparently, sunlight plays a role in regulating eye growth and preventing the elongation of the eyeball. That leads to nearsightedness. So maybe the key to preserving our distance vision is simply to get outside more.
It's fascinating, isn't it? While genetics might predispose us to myopia, our environment and behavior seem to play a crucial role in whether or not those genes actually express themselves.
It seems like we're caught in a tug of war between nature and nurture, with our eyes stuck in the middle.
Well, that's where the debate really heats up. Are we evolving towards nearsightedness, or are we creating an environment that's messing with our vision?
You know me. I love a good debate. And this one's got me fired up.
Okay.
I'm siding with Team Myopia's evolution. We're adapting to the demands of our digital age, becoming masters of the close-up world, survival of the fittest. But for the screen-staring generation.
Oh, come on. You're just trying to justify your love of all things digital. I'm sticking with Team Modern Day Glitch. We're creating an environment that's quite literally shaping our vision, and not necessarily for the better. All this near-work lack of outdoor time.
And artificial light is wreaking havoc on our eyes.
All right, I hear you. But hey, maybe those of us with 20/20 distance vision will be the ones struggling in a few hundred years. When everyone else has evolved superpowered near vision. We'll be the ones squinting at our screens, wondering how we ever survived without built-in telescopic vision.
Okay, that's a pretty funny thought. I can just imagine future generations shaking their heads at our primitive eyesight.
See, I knew you'd come around to my way of thinking, but in all seriousness, this whole debate is fascinating because it forces us to confront the complex interplay between our genes, our environment, and our behavior.
Exactly, and it raises some big questions about the future of human vision. Are we headed towards a world of nearsightedness? Or can we find a way to strike a balance between our technology-driven lives and the health of our eyes?
It's definitely something to ponder, but for now, I think it's time for a refill.
Yes.
What are you sipping on today?
Gotta keep those antioxidants flowing for optimal brain power. You know me. I'm all about that caffeine boost. Iced coffee. Extra shot of espresso. Got to stay energized for all these mind-bending debates.
Or maybe the caffeine is just fueling your myopia as evolution conspiracy theories.
Touché. But hey, it's all in good fun, right?
Absolutely. It's all about exploring different perspectives, even if we don't arrive at a definitive answer. Are we destined to become a species of bespectacled screen gazers? Or can we somehow break free from this myopia spiral? It really makes you wonder if our love affair with technology is rewiring our vision, and perhaps even reshaping our evolutionary path.
It's a fascinating question. I mean, on the one hand, if myopia is truly an adaptation, maybe we should just embrace it.
Okay.
Stock up on stylish blue light blocking glasses, deck out our workspaces with ergonomic gadgets, and surrender to our destiny as the ultimate near vision masters.
Oh, yeah.
But on a more serious note, what if we took a step back and reimagined our relationship with technology? What if we intentionally designed our environments to encourage more distance vision?
I like that.
Think about it, more natural light in our homes and workplaces, more opportunities to look beyond arm's length, maybe even some mandatory eye break reminders on our devices.
I love that idea. It's not about ditching technology altogether. It's about finding a healthier balance. Instead of just addressing the symptoms of myopia, with glasses or contacts. What if we tackled the root cause, our increasingly indoor screen-dominated lifestyles?
Right.
We could design cities with more green spaces, encourage outdoor activities, and even incorporate more distance vision exercises into our daily routines.
It's like hitting the reset button on our visual habits. Instead of passively accepting nearsightedness as our fate, we could actively create an environment that supports healthy vision.
Exactly. It's empowering to think that we have the ability to influence our own visual destiny. We're not just helpless bystanders in this myopia epidemic. We can make choices that support our eye health and perhaps even shape the future of human vision.
Okay, I'm getting inspired. Time to swap out my coffee for some carrot juice. And sign up for that nature hike I've been putting off.
There you go.
But seriously, this whole discussion has been so thought-provoking. We started with a simple question. Is myopia a sign of human evolution? And we've ended up exploring everything, from genetics and lifestyle to the future of our species.
That's the beauty of these deep dives.
Right,
We never know where the conversation will take us. And it's not just about finding answers, it's about asking the right questions and challenging our assumptions.
And sometimes those questions lead us down some pretty unexpected paths. Speaking of unexpected paths, did you know that the human eye can distinguish about 10 million different colors?
Wow, 10 million colors! No wonder we're so captivated by the world around us.
It's mind-blowing.
And here's another fascinating tidbit.
Okay.
The muscles that control our eyes are the fastest muscles in our body. They can react to stimuli in a fraction of a second, which is why we can track moving objects so smoothly.
Okay, that explains why I can still catch a fly ball, even with my less-than-perfect vision. But in all seriousness, it's incredible to think about the complexity and power of our visual system. It's a true marvel of evolution.
Absolutely, and it's a reminder that our vision is a precious gift, something to be cherished and protected. Whether we're on Team Myopia as evolution or Team Modern Day Glitch, we can all agree on the importance of eye health.
Couldn't have said it better myself. But you know what else is precious?
What's that?
A good laugh. And this conversation is definitely delivered on that front.
Yeah.
From nearsighted lamppost encounters to visions of future humans with super-powered near vision, we've had some good chuckles along the way.
I know, right? Who knew that discussing myopia could be so entertaining? It's all about finding the humor in the unexpected and embracing the absurdity of it all.
Well, that's what Sip and Talk is all about. Exploring fascinating topics, challenging our perspectives, and having a good time while doing it. We're all about making learning fun and accessible. And hopefully inspiring you, our listeners, to think a little deeper and laugh a little louder.
And speaking of inspiring explorations, if you're looking for a visual feast that won't strain your eyes, we highly recommend checking out the YouTube channel Mickytolife.
Oh, I love a good unboxing video. It's like opening a present, but without the pressure of having to pretend you like it if you don't.
Exactly.
But seriously, Mickytolife is a great channel. If you're looking for some visual inspiration and a little escape from the everyday. Plus, who doesn't love a good cocktail recommendation?
Right. It's like taking a mini vacation without ever leaving your couch. And it's a great way to remind ourselves that there's a whole world out there waiting to be explored, even if our vision isn't always perfect.
So true. And whether you're gazing at a stunning sunset, marveling at a work of art, or simply enjoying a good book, remember to appreciate the gift of sight and take care of those precious peepers.
Well said. Our vision is a window to the world, and it's up to us to keep that window clear and bright.
So after all this, where do you land on this whole myopia mystery? Is it a sign that humans are evolving right before our eyes? Or just a modern-day glitch?
You know, it really makes you think about the choices we make each day.
Right.
And how they might be impacting our vision, and maybe even the future of our species.
It's definitely a question worth pondering.
It is, and here's something else to consider.
Okay.
Even if myopia is a result of our modern lifestyle choices,
Yeah.
those choices themselves could be seen as a form of adaptation.
Oh, interesting.
We've created this incredible world of technology and information.
Maybe myopia is the price we're paying for our progress.
Wow, that's a pretty deep thought. It's like we're trading our long-distance vision
Right.
for a whole new world of near-vision possibilities.
Right.
But it makes you wonder, is it a trade-off worth making? Are we sacrificing our natural abilities for the sake of technological advancement?
That's the million-dollar question, isn't it? And there's no easy answer.
Right.
But I think it's important to have these conversations, to weigh the pros and cons, and to make informed choices about how we want to live and how we want to see the world.
I totally agree. We can't just bury our heads in our screens and ignore the potential consequences.
Right.
We need to be mindful of our eye health, advocate for healthier environments, and maybe even encourage a little more distance gazing every now and then.
Yes.
Look up from your phone and appreciate that beautiful sunset, people. Here it's about finding that balance between the digital world and the natural world, between near vision and distance vision. And who knows, maybe someday we'll figure out a way to have it all crystal clear near vision for all our tech needs and perfect distance vision for appreciating the beauty of the world around us.
Well, until that day comes, we'll keep sipping our drinks, exploring these fascinating topics, and hopefully inspiring you to join us on this journey of discovery.
And remember, whether you're Team Myopia's evolution or Team Modern Day Glitch, we're all in this together.
Right.
Let's keep those conversations going, those minds curious, and those eyes healthy.
Cheers to that.
We've talked enough about eye injuries for one day.
All right, everyone. Thanks for joining us for another deep dive. We'll be back next week with another deep dive into a topic that's sure to spark your curiosity. Until then, keep those glasses clean, those minds sharp, and those conversations flowing.
Tremendous